call this, June 9th, 2025 school board meeting to order. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
Make that motion.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor say aye. Aye. Yes.
Want to provide you an updated copy of the budget to get it approved. You'll notice that, it has been amended following our conversation last week, during our work session on Wednesday, as well as the, conversation we had with the board of supervisors during the meeting with the two board supervisors and the county administrator. Otherwise, the bottom line is still requesting $280,897 new money from the county. Total operating and flow through would be $96,418,890. Keep in mind that does include almost $25 million for literary loan funding and almost $13 million in SCAP, School Construction Assistance Program funding. Because that will start going out in big chunks here probably soon.
You get to make a copy of the new salary increases. Soon, people are soon to office. You better copy it, what your new salary will be.
Did I make a copy? Do you want that?
I would, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll talk about that a little more.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make a copy if you're all going to need to talk about it more.
We'll table budget approval after we go into closed session then. But one other thing on there, when we went to meet, Wednesday with the county, what they've asked us to do is there's a 688 under 6,700, you'll see it, a $688,000 difference. It's
Up the top, you'll see 688,372. You'll see it there on the front on the operating expenditure side, but you'll also see it on the last page under local operating funding for maintenance. That's to cover maintenance costs. They're gonna give us the money and we're gonna pay it back.
that will count for local funding match and other things, whereas before we were just getting that.
That'll help.
Can you remind me, I'm sorry, I just don't remember what this was, the special education add-on, it's highlighted on page 2. What is that?
That's additional special ed money that was in the budget.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that came from the state.
Okay, so that's just extra.
Any other questions, comments on the budget during the open session? All right. So we'll table that till after.
I'll make a copy of that.
Couple personnel matters, I just wanna make sure that we get, can I get a motion to officially approve Dr. Arthur Gass's retirement as division superintendent and his, retirement agreement that we signed and approved back in January.
Make that motion.
Motion second, any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. All right, and then just to confirm now that we got the contract signed, approve the 4-year contract for Dr. Campbell, beginning 7/1/25, and Ms. Tickle has an executed copy of that. So I'll get a motion to formalize that approval.
Make that motion.
Get a second.
Second.
All right, any discussion? All right, all in favor say aye. Aye. All right, one thing before we go into closed session, there's on your table, I sent you an email about it. As you know, there's been some discussion about handicap parking at football games at Naris Elementary, where football field for Naris High School events and potentially Naris Elementary events. John Hill works for the county, but is Naris County town council members kind of been the driving force behind that. They're going to present this resolution at town council and assume it'll be approved. Basically, that's given kind of procedure for us to give notice to close that street. He's going to work town council or town staff and Mr. Hale work with John Ross and, Bob Schuler to try to get, what we can do space-wise as far as getting that, and then we'll have to work with the high school staff as far as how they're gonna administer that street closing, but after talking to Chris Gautier about it and talked to Brian Bolt about it, I think they're comfortable with it, but I just give you guys the information that's on there in case you read the paper about their town council meeting. I think they just want support as far as help with the event, help with administering that, and then the spaces. I think it benefits us to get a little more control of that area, so.
That's just was close the street during ball games,
Yes, or graduation or some,
events.
Yeah.
Events, yeah.
and we'll have to do some space, some line painting and some stuff like that, but that's where John Ross and Bob and, Terry Nicholson can get down to the nitty-gritty details of that, so.
Yeah, I'd bring it up again, I'd hope, I know there's a lot going on right now, but I'd hope that we could get the ones jobs on the fields, on the home side, or straighten it out there eventually, and get some back.
Yeah, I
And
think,
the ball now work.
yeah, I think it's something we can discuss going forward with John and Bob and as we go forward to get that. Anything else anybody wants to discuss before we go into closed? All right, I will entertain the motion to go into closed session to discuss personnel and legal matters.
I'll make that motion.
So,
Motion and second, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.